And they don't be here but like 12 months, and they roll the top of the line European vehicles when they come.
Yeah, I was watching the brother. It's funny, man, that you mentioned that. I was watching the brother over there in GMS Ancient of Days. The brother Mawatazat, he was speaking on knowledge and wisdom shall be stability of our time. I think that was in the 8th video, right? And he was saying across the street, a shop had shut down, and there was them goops over there. And he had went over there and asked the people that reopened it, why did the place shut down? He said the place that was opened up now, he said that them goops was getting tired of America, getting tired of dealing with America. So they went back home. And that was funny. So I thought I'd
feel that prophecy too when they gonna be going back home.
Yep. 13 to 14.
Okay. Isaiah 13 and 14 it says, and it shall be as a chased roe and as a sheep that no man taketh up.
Go ahead.
They shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone into his own land.
So that's what we was talking about.
That's
what we was talking about right there. So it's prophesied that they was gonna leave. Some of these nations was gonna leave America. You know, they've been over it, and that them boots done left. They done went back. They turned to their own people. They tired of America. So that was there you go.
Then you'll ask some of them, they'll be like, they never leave. They love America. This is where they gonna stay. All you can tell them is this is where you're gonna be basically destroyed at, man. That's all you can tell them. You know?
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
You're gonna be brought down very low into subjection, man. That's where we at right now.
What's the definition of the word stranger?
Stranger. Let me get my that's Deuteronomy 28, 43, 43, right? 16, Gar.
That word there, Gar?
16. Says the foreigners in Israel through the conceded rights.
Read that again.
Deuteronomy 28 and 43.
From 1481.
From 1481. So let's go there.
It says
so that guard was wrong. That's what I was just going to say too.
This one right here is Gawar.
Goyim.
It said Gawar.
G-O-Y?
No, it says G-O-R. That's Gawar.
If it's talking about, well, really, God go back to Israel, but that's a misprint. Ain't no way. Israel. Yeah, God go back to cursing the Holy Son. So that's a misprint. That's wrong. It's supposed to be Goyim. So you read the definition. What did the definition say?
16, sojourner, a temporary inhabitant, a newcomer lacking inherited rights, a foreigner of Israel, foreigners in Israel through conceded rights, a guest, a foreigner, alien. 1481 says this. It says, number 1, to sojourn, abide, dwell with, remain, inhabit, be a stranger, be continually, surely. Part A, number 1, to sojourn, to dwell for a time, to abide, to stay, temporarily dwell, to seek hospitality with.
That word that's supposed to be Goyim. That's all.
Goyim.
All right, I just wanted to see. Sometimes the blue let it go off.
Right.
You gotta have discernment. You know? That's where discernment come in, man. Everybody can't use that blue letter. Go ahead.
This verse 43 again. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. Verse 44.
The yard. That's the other word for a yard.
Look up Isaiah 14 and 1. Yeah, that's what you got.
It says 16.
That's a different one.
Same one.
Yeah, that's a different one. Over there, Deuteronomy. I'm feeling that. Yeah, you just gotta know, man. That's what discernment come in there.
Because that's the one in Isaiah. That's us.
Yeah, but see, they trying to say that one right there is that one right there is us too. That's what they trying to say. But they all, like I was saying, the blue letter is not 100% accurate. But it's a good tool to use. You know what I'm saying? But when you use it, you gotta have discernment, man. You know? I'm not telling you not to use the blue letter, but we use it. But you gotta know what you're doing when you go in there.
Verse 44. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to them.
Go ahead.
Verse 44. He shall lend to thee.
You ain't gotta look it up in there, huh? Don't worry about it. We know what it is.
And thou shalt not lend to them.
Hey, they should have faith, man. You know, that we tell them the truth, man. You know? If they don't believe it, that's their problem, man. So, we tell them through the Spirit. You know? Oh, yeah.
Deuteronomy 28 and 44. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
He shall be the ruler and the governor. Thou shalt be the tail, meaning thou shalt be in subjection under him, man. Right? You should be subservient to him, man. Basically, slave. Go ahead.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
You're gonna want to escape these curses, right? But you're not gonna be able to, man. You know, just like right now, the elect, we want to escape these curses right now, but we're not able to. We gotta wait till Yahweh Shai come back before it's all over, man. We want bad to be out of these curses, man.
Right. You know? Trial.
Yup.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, overtake thee, till thou be destroyed. Because thou hearkenest not unto the word, to the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
God, as a sign of wrath and displeasure unto the Lord if you don't do these commandments, man.
That's right.
You know? It's destruction if you don't do these commandments, man. Go ahead.
Because thou servest, Deuteronomy 28 and 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyful.
Service not the Lord, meaning what? You keep us not the commandments. Go ahead.
And with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things.
Go ahead.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
God.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
God, he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Putting you in slavery, man. Right? This right here, man. And you put a yoke of iron on thy neck till he have destroyed thee, man. That's part of like this that right there curse. Hey, that's part of the transatlantic slave trade, man. Right. You know? And that yoke of iron, we gonna wear it physically now, but it's still there mentally, man. Right. You know, we still in slavery. That yoke of iron is mental, man. These birds we gotta go through, man. You're dealing with Esau society, man. Go ahead.
Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle fly.
All right, go back.
top 49?
Yeah, read it slow.
All right. Okay. This Deuteronomy 28 and 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
That nation right there is talking about the Roman Empire, man. Right? He said from afar, when you look on a map, Rome and Israel wasn't too far apart. You see, the Roman army was stretched out so far they could come from far as Britain and come swoop down on you. They could bring their whole army into one place like in a matter of no time.
As swift as the eagle flies, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
As swift as an eagle fly, man. Because when an eagle fly, he sees his prey. What it do? He swoop down on it real fast, man. And that's how the Roman Empire could do, and that's how.
And you know, the Romans, when Jake was always in captivity, man, they were speaking Latin. You know, but they just build on what the brother was saying.
Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance.
A fierce countenance, a strong face. They were dreadful and terrible. Go ahead.
We shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
He said we should not regard the person of the old and show favor to the young. Give me Habakkuk 1 and 7. Daniel 7 and 7. After that. Said they had fierce, strong face, fierce countenance, man. The Roman Empire, man, they were dreadful and terrible, man. They wasn't no joke. Go ahead.
This Habakkuk 1 and 7. They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of themselves.
They shall proceed of themselves, man. They wasn't no joke. Go to Daniel 7 and 7.
Daniel 7 and 7. After this I saw in the night a vision, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible.
Said dreadful and terrible. Go ahead.
And strong exceedingly.
Strong exceedingly. They were more terrible than any kingdom on the earth, man. You know, their army struck terror among all the other nations. Right? Go ahead.
And it had great iron teeth.
They had great iron teeth. They had strong armies, man. They had strong armies and strong generals. When you look, such them generals like Scipio, Julius Caesar, Pompey, Augustus Caesar, Vespasian, Titus, Domitian, Nero. They were strong generals, man. They armies, man. They had strong armies, you know. And they were known for killing, robbing, and wasting. That was their thing, man.
Then on top of that, you always had Jake in the armies of these heathen nations help overthrow their own people, man. Even going deeper into Alexander, man. Even going deeper into him. Because I'm gonna hit you with something, man. When Alexander, what verse you at? 7. Alright. Now, when Alexander was finna come into power,
Tiberius.
hold on. Yeah, Tiberius Alexander. That's a Jake. Yeah, that's a Jake that was helping. Matter of fact, Google it. Matter of fact, Google him and get some information on Tiberius Alexander. Now, going back to Alexander the Greek, he was a sodomite.
Right.
That's right.
And what's his name? That taught him Aristotle, but he was a Jake. And Socrates, Plato, he was a Jake, man. He was called Plato because of his broad shoulders. Even when you watch the Superman movie, and Superman was on the gate and he was reading Plato, that was Socrates. Socrates is a so-called black man. Okay?
That's right.
And Plato, he was called Plato because of his broad shoulders. I can show you pictures of him. I got pictures of him. Right? And both of them. Socrates and who is known as Plato. And I got pictures of Aristotle. Yeah, Aristotle, who was teaching Alexander. He gotta dominate and push forth that Greek philosophy over the Persians. Now, when you read the Josephus, when you go into the history, when Alexander was going into Jerusalem, right before he was about to approach Jerusalem, Alexander had a dream about Jerusalem, and he had a dream about the high priest that was in Jerusalem. Now, when he was coming to Jerusalem, the high priest in Jerusalem, the Most High, hit him with a dream about Alexander, okay? Because he had heard about the terrors that Alexander was doing on the earth and how he was going against Darius, how he was going to go against Darius, okay? Now, when Alexander came into Jerusalem, you had high priests dressed up in crimson and purple, and they had mitres on with the name of Yahweh on their mitres. And they had the rest of Israel in white garments, right? So when Alexander approached him, the Most High told the priest to go out there and do that, to greet and salute Alexander, right? And don't worry about it. But when they opened the gates, they took Alexander up into the temple, and they showed Alexander Daniel 7:6, and told and reassured Alexander that he was going to overthrow Darius. Now, when you read more into the history in the Josephus, Israel was asking Alexander, can they continue to keep that statute, laws, and commandments? And Alexander told him, yeah, if you join my army, right? So when Israel joined their army, that put more power with Alexander, and they joined it willingly. So going into their history, you always had Israelites in them heathen armies, man. So that was a little history for y'all. Spirit, But you got Tiberius, Alexander.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up, man. Okay, there you go. See, you don't want me to get it. Tiberius Julius Alexander, Wikipedia. It says Tiberius Julius Alexander, 1st century, was a equestrian governor and general in the Roman Empire, born into a wealthy Jewish family.
So he was an Israelite. He was an Israelite in the what army?
It says in the Roman Empire.
So he was a Roman general.
General in the Roman Empire.
In the Roman army. With these so-called white people. Biblical nationality, the Edomites. So you always had Jacob.
Right.
In
so, what we say,
the armies of these other nations. Jacob is short for Jacob. So you always had Jacob in these other armies, man, with these heathens, man, going into their history, man. Same way you got today. It's nothing new up under the sun, man. Jake in the so-called white man army, man. You see? But you always had our people against each other because of the curses, man, going way back.
Born into a wealthy Jewish family of Alexandria, but abandoning all
Alexandria, where? Egypt. And that's where it was. That's where it was. Alexandria, Egypt. But you had Israelites. You had Ptolemy. You had Israelites in Ptolemy army, and and I'm gonna hit you with something else. When Israelites was in captivity, after them Israelites was in captivity, and them Seleucius, Lysimachus, Ptolemy, and Cassander, when his generals came into power, you had Israelites that was in slavery, right? And you had them Phoenicians, and them Phoenicians is a Greek word for Canaanites, which are South Africa. And you had them Chaldeans, which go back to the Babylonians, which are Ethiopians. And you had them in Alexander army too. And when they went down to Egypt, when Israel was in captivity in Egypt, you had them soldiers, which I named, were selling Israelite children and men. So they was in bondage up under them heathens too. And plus the Edomite that was Ptolemy that was in Egypt. Go ahead.
It says, born into a wealthy Jewish family of Alexandria, but abandoning or neglecting the Jewish religion.
Yeah, he wanted to be a heathen, man. You see, he wanted to be a heathen, man. That's Jay. Go ahead.
It says, he rose to become procurator of Judea in circa 46 through 48.
Circa mean around that time.
Around under Claudius. It says, while perfect of Egypt, he employed his legions against the Alexandrian Jews.
See that? So you had, hey man, look here.
It says, he employed his legions against the Alexandrian Jews.
That's how them see when Israel divided and they got them curses on them, they weak. And them heathens know that. See, when you study history and you examine everything, when Israel divided, they are weak. And then when they sin against the Heavenly Father send curses on them and they weak. Okay? So when you divide against the Heavenly Father and you divide amongst your people, it's easy for them nations to overthrow Israel. And Israel will be in a confused state. Be ready to be subservient unto them heathens, man, because the Heavenly Father then said, all right, I ain't fucking with y'all no more. Y'all doing abominable shit, in other words. But this time, the Heavenly Father gonna get us out of these conditions using Yahweh Shai, because it's prophesied, man. But yeah, that's the history for y'all, man.
He said he employed his legions against Alexander Jews in a brutal response to an ethnic violence and was instrumental in the Emperor Vespasian's rise to power in 70 AD. He participated in the siege of Jerusalem as Titus II in command.
Titus II in command. So Titus got credit for it, but when you go into the history, it was Alexander, what's his name again?
Tiberius Alexander,
who really was on the forefront and showing them Edomites how to sack Jerusalem, man.
Yeah.
You see what you got? So you always had our people against each other, and Esau knows that. That's why he would send the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans up against each other to infiltrate whatever they got going on. You see?